he was gonna do that. Bike is awesome. I just rode the Desert X, loved it, has the same engine. Oh man, that's happy as hell, man. But yeah, for being a hooligan, getting in between the cars and doing stupid, this is the bike to be on. So hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today, if your motivation is to stay out of jail, we're at the Ducati Team Mancuso Power Sports dealership here in Southwest Texas, Houston, Texas, and we're about to hop on one of the dream bikes, a Hypermotard 950. Now, if anybody knows anything about motorcycle movies, you know that this is the bike that's on Chips, the movie. This movie sucks, bike is awesome. I just rode the Desert X, loved it, has the same engine. So the guys here at Mancuso were nice enough to take this out so I can try it out. And I am scared out of my mind because I don't want to go to jail. Alright, so let's hop on this thing. 940 something cc's, and it's a little taller than I was expecting. I'm tippy-toeing. I mean, it's not as tall as the Desert X obviously, but it does kind of have a whole bunch of suspension. Now the bike is very short from here to here, so it's a naked type bike. Oh man, you can smell that engine. Oh man, this is so nimble. It's just I know I'm gonna love it just by hopping on it. But it feels like a very, very small bike. I mean, coming down from my Suzuki and my naked bikes that I've ridden in the past, this bike feels like you have nothing underneath you. Now the mirrors are not the greatest, but they have a lot of adjustability. Now that I adjusted them, oh, they're good. They're just shaking a lot. And it has to do with that engine, I'm guessing. Now, I don't know if this bike has rider modes or anything. I really don't want to try them too much because one of the things you're going to notice is that the back brake, it's very low to the ground, so it just takes a while for you to reach it. So that's my friend Sean on the Desert X. I didn't want to do this because Sean is an instigator. But, well, we'll have to behave responsibly. Well, we're gonna try at least. But anyway, this bike feels very, very small. Even though it's tall, it's just a little package. So that's how you feel. And then the sound of the exhaust, it has a dual exhaust. They sound a lot better than on the Desert X. So it feels like you're riding a whole different engine. Now the clutch and the lever here, they're Brembos. They're great. They're soft, but not squishy. They're very good. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I knew that he was going to do that. I don't know this bike. I'm not going to wheelie the hell out of it. Oh my God. It's just so nimble and so small. I hit a bump and it felt like so this bike, man, it's just so good, so nimble, so easy to move around. I just didn't want to give it the whole beans because I knew I was going to wheelie this bike.
What's the matter? Chicken?
Now this bike does not have a quick shifter, so that's one of the things that the Desert X is going to do a lot better than this one. But it's just so easy to maneuver. I don't know if this bike has any electronics except maybe traction control and maybe ABS, and that is it. And I'm enjoying myself on this bike, but I thought I was going to enjoy it more than the Desert X. and for some reason I feel like I'm flying, like I don't have anything with me, so I don't feel that much in control of this bike. Oh, but it's peppy as hell, man. I don't know where you're supposed to sit on this bike, because I'm on the passenger seat and I feel more comfortable. It's just so small, it's so nimble. Holy shit! What are they doing? They're trying to kill me. I lost my friend Sean now. Anyway, back to the bike. The suspension on this bike feels very good, but I don't know if it's as sporty as I would look. And even the Desert X felt a little bit, I don't know, I got spoiled by that Desert X. I thought I was gonna love this bike more, and I don't. I like it, but it's just a different experience than what I'm used to. For example, I don't think I like this bike more than my Suzuki. The seat is hard, the seating position is too weird, you can't really get on a tuck. I don't know, I mean, obviously you're going to be able to maneuver from side to side on it, but nope. I mean, I like it, but no, it's not going on the list. Ah, what a disappointment, man. I like this bike, but not as much as I was hoping that I would like it. I got spoiled by that Desert X. I was just thinking that it was going to feel just as good, but sportier. And the engine does feel very peppy, but it's not as smooth as that one. And then I really don't feel that much in control as I am on, let's say, my R7. So, man, that sucks, because I was really hoping to really love this bike because of, I mean, anyway, what can I say? It's not a bad bike. It's not a bad bike. It's a good bike, and it's a hooligan bike. You're gonna have fun, but I don't think it's not as nimble as, like, let's say, the Street Triple. It's not as peppy as I was expecting. I mean, it is peppy. I think I like the Monster a little bit better. What this bike is fast. It's really fast. It's stupid fast. It reminds me a little bit of the Kawasaki Z900, that it's deceivingly fast. That's what it is. It's like you don't expect the bike to be that fast or feel that quick, and it is. Now we have hit some traffic here, which I didn't want, but I didn't want to be behind cars. And then the whole idea of it being so tall, it just no, because it's hooligan bike. You know what I was expecting of this bike? And maybe that's another thing. Not only the Desert X thing, I was expecting this bike to feel better than the Duke 790 that I rode once. That was what I was expecting this bike to be like, and it's not. It does not give me the confidence that bike did. Come on, get that out of the way. But yeah, for being a hooligan, getting in between the cars and doing stupid shit, this is the bike to be on. Oh man. Yeah, so if this is the type of ride you want to be doing, there is no way you can find a better bike. Maybe the 890 and maybe the new 990 Duke. So those are the competition. And then the also the handlebar positions on these, they feel a little bit weird. So yeah, I wouldn't trade my Suzuki for this thing. Man, such a disappointment. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad bike. Not by a long shot. It's a very good bike, but nope. I'm not putting it on the list. I'm not getting a bike like this, and it doesn't feel better than the Desert X. At least for the type of riding I do, that one felt a little bit more fun and easy. The whole thing is that this bike is not as easy as that one. I mean, it does scare the hell out of you too. It's a little bit more snatchy, and but it is peppy all over the place. It has a whole bunch of grunt. You can be in the wrong gear anytime, and it's going to get you out of trouble and into more trouble. You see, this is what I'm talking about. It's just going to get you into a whole bunch of trouble if you want it. This bike would definitely benefit from a quick shifter and a down blipper that it does not have. But what can you say, right? It's an older type bike. It's not going to have all the electronics as the Desert X did. So no, for 15 grand, I don't think this bike is worth it. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you liked the videos, to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button, share it with all your friends. Don't like the videos? Well, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.